Fellas, for each of you, just what's it like being the number 24 team in the country? You guys pay attention to the rankings, you know? I mean, the fans are obviously chirping quite a bit about it.
I mean, as you can tell, we don't really pay attention to that, you know. We come in here every day to get better, to push each other and work harder.
Getting close for any of y'all. Was it a team goal to finish non-conference undefeated? And did y'all talk about it in that year, or did you just take it one game by game?
No, we just taking it game by game. Just one game at a time, and we just, like the men that say, we practicing really hard every single day. We come here to practice hard as we can, and just trying to get better every day.
You all got a little bit of break there around Christmas. How do you feel kind of getting a little time off?
I think it was a good thing for us to have a break because we were kind of able to disengage from the game of basketball for a bit, kind of refocus our minds, spend time with our families. But I know guys came back prepared and ready to start the second half of the season. You know, we got our conditioning down. Everybody's back on the same page when it comes to basketball.
Questions?
For Duane and Mike, you guys are doing pretty well behind the three-point line. Just was that a focus in preseason to try to be a elite three-point shooting team, or is that just kind of the way things worked out?
No. To be honest, it's just getting open shots, and we making it right now. So we've been working on Duane, me and Duane, been working on everybody. Been working on the three-point shot every single day, and that's what we do.
11 games in now. What do you guys feel like you've learned about yourselves the most thus far? Because you've won, obviously, in different kinds of situations where Clemson came back after you guys had a big lead in the first half, but you've also blown out some teams. What do you guys feel like you've learned about yourselves so far this season?
Well, I would say that we have a big trust in each other right now, you know, because one day Mike may have 20 points, another day Duane might have 20 points, and we just kind of play off each other, you know. If Lem was playing really well, you know, we'll feed him in the post, and we just kind of play with each other because, you know, we've been around each other so long, so we know who's having a good day and who's having a bad day.
Back to the three-point for Alice, guys. I mean, Mike, you've kind of shown that shot off during your career. Duane, you've kind of been known as an outside shooter. How much have you guys worked individually on being better three-point shooters?
I just let it go in practice. You just try to let it go and just trying to get confidence, and you know, and just going in.
I'm more, you know, I try to stay consistent and be in the gym at night. You know, try to make a minimum of 300 shots a day, and then, you know, we have a great coaching staff who kind of lets us have that confidence to let it go in the game, like Mike said, or in practice, work on our shot. But what fuels me is the fact that coming out of high school, I was known to be more of a driver and stuff. So, you know, just hearing, you know, the scouting report saying that I can't really shoot kind of fuels me to work on my shot in the off season and training season.
You said 300 shots a day, 300 three-pointers?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Mike, on that same topic, have you always liked to shoot the three? Has it been something that's been a part of your game, you know, as long as you played basketball? Has it developed for you over time?
No, just in high school they don't let me shoot threes. So I used to, and I told my coach. Now my high school coach, they telling me that now you can shoot. Yeah, you should have let me shoot when I was in high school. Before I was going to the national championship. But I mean, yeah, I keep working on it. You know, my coach has been coaching me since my freshman year, and if you can see, every year I'm getting better and better in my three-point shot. So I think I'm doing pretty good.
And when did you get to the point where you were comfortable enough taking them, you know, as often as you do, and where Frank was comfortable enough with you taking them?
I think at the end of the last year, I think it was Old Miss and SEC games. I think how we really had a lot of confidence in those games, and I brought that confidence into this season, and now here we are.
Duane, what lessons did you guys learn last year in terms of handling success and given the ranking?
I think, you know, one of the biggest things we try to do is not be complacent. And whether we're having a good game or a bad game, we don't like to stay too high or stay too low. And I think that's a testament to the upperclassmen that we have. Like Mindy talked about earlier, the trust that we have in each other to kind of remain focused. So whether we're playing bad or having a bad half, or starting the game off poorly, or starting the game off great and going on a run, you know, alley-oop dunk and the crowd going crazy, we're still able to maintain our composure. And I think that's a lesson that, you know, we kind of improved on from last year, and we're kind of taking it full steam this year.
To that same point, Mindy, you talked about, you know, different guys might step up different nights. Talk about just the balance of this team and how you guys have been able to, you know, if somebody has an off night, somebody else is able to pick up the slack. Is that just because of the senior leadership? You guys have been around for such a long time.
Yeah, I would say it's the upperclassmen leadership, you know, because obviously if someone has a bad day, the other person has to step up and help the team, because obviously we're going for the win. So, you know, once you see you know, one of the main players having a bad day, you kind of want to pick it up, like, come on, let's go, just make another shot, everything will be fine, you know, if even coaches get on him, like, everything gonna be fine. So other, you know, 3 players step in and knock out the shots, get the defensive stuff. That's what helps the team.
Guys, what's Frank's rule on the 3? Is that first shot that you have it, go ahead and take it? Does he like you to touch paint first? What are his rules on when you can take it and when not?
Yeah, he like
Play inside
ball
out.
to be in the paint first and then play inside out. But
if you're a guy that
sometimes when you hot,
Yeah.
you gotta let it
If
go.
you're hot like Duane, let it go.
Or like, if he knows you're working on your shot,
Yeah.
and you pass up a shot, you know, I've been taking out the game because I didn't shoot the ball. So it's all, you know, relative to your work ethic, and then in turn, just getting the ball in the pace in the paint first.
You've talked about taking it game by game, you know, obviously, but all those have been wins so far. Have those practices, does Frank come out and practice and treat it almost just like kind of like a loss and go after y'all just as if, even though it's been all wins?
Yeah, I think our preparation has been amazing. Our attention to detail is amazing, and you know, Frank does a good job, as well as the other coaches, that's treating every practice as a brand new practice. And he doesn't lie to us. If we practice poorly, he'll let us know, and then we're gonna have to do a good job of coming back and practicing harder and better. But I think we've been practicing hard, and we've been competing, and that's kind of helping our depth. So it's gonna enable us in conference play to kind of play everybody, and like he says, all hands on deck.
What's Frank's usual reaction if you come down on the first try and shoot a 3-pointer without a touch?
Oh, you out of the game.
Unless you make the shot.
Unless you make it. Or somebody get an offensive rebound, you out of the game.
Even if you make that first shot, you come back for a timeout. Is that, you know, a chewing moment?
He probably will give you a look, but I mean, if you make it, you probably.
Just overall, guys, I mean, you guys grew up watching basketball. Just how much of an equalizer can a deadly 3-point shooting game be? Obviously, sometimes the shots might not be there, but when they're going in, you guys are hitting like you have. How much can that open up the game?
I think it's important not to be jump shot happy, but at the same time, with the addition of the 3-point line, it kind of like eliminates the fact that when the team goes on a lead, or they have a big lead, or they're going to run, you kind of know that you can kind of defeat that deficit because of the 3-point shot. Whether that's getting the 3 points the old-fashioned way or because of the 3-point line, but you know, we got to do a good job of not relying on the 3-point line and playing through our bigs, and I think it's all relative.
And it also, like, it will open up the paint a lot more, so we can drive it, you know, because after you make a couple threes, people is gonna be on you and trying to, you know, change their defense. So after that, you can just start driving it, just like go give it to the post so they can help, you know, just pass it to the pole, and my defender can't help it because I'm a 3-point shooter. So, yeah.
Many of you guys charted, taken note of your progress in the rankings, and have the coaches mentioned about not focusing on the rankings all the time?
They don't even.
We don't even know.
They don't even care about
You guys
it.
break the news to us first.
Yeah, the first time I heard that.
I never
You're
knew
24th this week.
I didn't even know that.
Thank you.
They don't even tell us about anything. They just keep practicing. It's like we didn't even rank. Just like that. It's like we haven't been ranked in so long or anything like that. But just, you know, just practicing like we've been practicing.
I think after we like get a certain amount of wins, or we like break a record, he'll mention something after the game. You know, good job. You beat this school record. You haven't won this many games since 1930.
But
in
it's not
terms
over
of-
yet.
Yeah, it's not about that at all.
With that being said, I mean, you guys have been here a while. This is obviously something new to you guys as far as the success to start out the year. How are you able to kind of bottle all that in and and keep focus on just the next game?
I think because that's not our goal. That's not our end goal. At the end of the day, we're not trying to, go undefeated. Like, I think our goal is to win the championship and make the tournament. So with that being said, yeah, it's nice that we're 11-0 or whatever, but at the same time, it's like we can't get complacent and be happy because we're undefeated. There's other teams that are undefeated as well. That doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, you got to play hard and play consistent and put ourselves in the right opportunities so we could get to the tournament or win the SEC championship.